So do you use Facebook to grow your business or to sell any kind of products or services? Well, if you do, and you don't want to get kicked off of Facebook in 2019 or 2020 as the changes that are coming start rolling out, you're going to want to know about the policy changes before they happen so that you can protect yourself and you can protect your business. So if that's what you're interested in, you're in the right place. I'm Adrienne with Build a Life by Design, and today I'm going to walk you through the top policy changes slated for mid to late 2019 that you need to know about if you want to grow your business on Facebook. So first and foremost, it is against policy to sell any kind of products or services from your personal Facebook page. And I know a lot of people have been selling products from their personal pages for a long time, and Facebook kind of just hasn't done anything about it. Well, that's about to change. They are really cracking down on this. And so, for example, if they see you posting about, say, a network marketing company or an affiliate marketing company, showing before and after photos, things like that, corporate stock images from the company that you rep, they could not only get you in trouble, they could shut down your personal account forever. And because they track you by IP address, they can actually prevent you from rejoining if they really want to play hardball. So for anyone who's been building their business on your personal Facebook page, now is the time to stop, or you might really be kicking yourself. Facebook also recently announced that groups are going to become the heart of Facebook. So what does that mean? Well, if you want to grow your brand or grow your business or sell any kind of products or services, it is much smarter, much smarter to sell them in a personal group than it is on your personal Facebook profile. Now, that being said, even once you do start to share information about your brand or your product, your company or whatever inside of those groups, they're also going to be monitoring that, and they don't want flat out sales posts where you're clearly marketing something that you want someone to buy based on that post. Those cannot make up more than 20% of your group content. So content creation is going to become very important for anyone who, number one, wants to keep their audience engaged, because let's face it, no one stays engaged from sales post after sales post. It gets pretty boring. So number one, it's going to be important for engagement, but number two, it's going to be important because Facebook could really get you in big trouble if you're violating those policies. So as you're running these Facebook groups, in order to grow your business, your brand, and sell your products and services, there's a couple of things you really need to know. First thing, Facebook is going to really crack down on anyone who owns a group and any admins who help to run that group. And when I say crack down, what I mean is this. Anyone in that group who comments or makes a post that goes against their policies, not only can your group get shut down, your personal profile can get shut down if someone in one of your groups does something inappropriate. Even though you're not the one who made the post, even though you're not the one who said the inappropriate thing, your group can get shut down, your profile can get shut down because you're the admin. So they're going to hold you responsible for everything that everyone does in your groups. So I highly advise turning on the feature where you have to approve posts before they're made, just to protect yourself. Facebook always extremely protects what they have going, because think about it, they're the biggest social platform. They have so much power, almost too much power in my opinion. And so they're going to protect that at all costs, right? Well, with Facebook, positive interactions and meaningful interactions are king. So what does Facebook consider positive and meaningful? Well, one of the things they look at is how much engagement your post is getting, which everyone kind of already knows, but here's some specifics there. The more comments you're getting, and specifically the more GIFs people are putting in the comments, GIFs actually rank number one in terms of the type of comment that someone can leave, followed by an actually typed out comment, right? So anytime you see someone commenting under one of your posts, always reply with comment, question. So reply to what they said and then ask a question. Why? Because they will answer again and again and again. If you can actually start conversations in the comments underneath your posts, that is what Facebook actually wants. That is making Facebook happy, and that is telling them that your post is creating a good interaction for the people who are on the platform. So it will feed the algorithm and boost the visibility of your post. Additionally, of course, if people are enjoying your post enough that they choose to share it, that is the highest compliment you can receive. Not many people share posts. So if someone is sharing your post, that will feed the algorithm even more. However, beware, you cannot share your own post. I know a lot of people used to do this to kind of like boost the algorithm a little bit. Like let's say you made a post on your personal wall that was set to public so that it was shareable. That's a little tip. Posts have to be set to public or they can't be shared. So let's say you make a public post and then you had a couple of groups that you manage. So you just shared it from your profile into the group. If you're an admin of that group and they see you sharing your own stuff, it will reduce the visibility and how many people are seeing your post. They can actually close down your account if they see that you're sharing your own content and trying to cheat the system. I know it seems totally over the top, doesn't it? So don't share your own stuff ever, ever, ever. They are very much wanting everyone to have a positive experience on Facebook and not a negative one, which makes sense. But the way that they're actually enforcing this one, I personally feel is really, really wrong. But it's important that you guys understand why they're doing it and how they're implementing it. So in the eyes of Facebook, a like on a post means absolutely nothing. It does nothing for the algorithm. Likes may as well just not even exist. So if you're a happy liker, don't even bother because it literally means nothing to Facebook. So, I mean, it might make your friends feel good if you're liking their stuff, but it's not going to do anything for the algorithm, okay? So, when it comes to creating a positive experience, what Facebook wants to see is the love emoji, the wow face emoji, or the laughing emoji. Those are all considered positive experiences for other users. On the flip side, the crying face and the angry face are considered negative experiences. And so if anyone puts the little crying face or the angry face on a post that you made, the Facebook algorithm is actually going to suppress that post. Now, I'm just going to get on a soapbox for a minute because I think this is so wrong. I just want to share my thoughts with you guys because maybe we can actually influence the algorithm regardless of what they say. I think what this perpetuates is the idea that social media has to only be a highlight reel. Everyone's perfect, pretty lives. I won the lottery and my kids are going to Harvard. Life is grand. That is not real, okay? Let's face it. When real life happens, people have heartbreaking moments. Sometimes they're fired for no reason or they lose a family member and they talk about it on social because that's part of their life. And sometimes those experiences get the most comments and discussion going on where people are bonding over a shared moment. So it's going to further perpetuate the idea that social media has to be this perfect, pretty highlight reel. And I think that is so wrong. So what I encourage you to do, if you are going to share a sad face or an angry face on a post, but you don't mean it in a bad way, add a comment with a GIF, which will boost the algorithm and maybe offset the sad face that you added, or just only use them in times when you actually want to suppress somebody's post. Just a little tip for you guys. All right, here's another doozy, okay? So Facebook wants you to have a business page if you're running a business. And they want you to link that business page to any business-related groups that you have running. But they do not want you taking content from your business page and sharing it to those groups. Even if the content is perfectly applicable to the groups that you run, you can't share your own stuff. Remember, that comes back from the group advice a little earlier. So even though your business is a part of your life, sharing your business to either your personal page or to a group page cannot be done. So even though your business is a part of your life, your business cannot be a part of your personal feed or shared to any group feeds. Now you can take the same post you made on your business page and you can copy it, and I always change a couple words, never copy it word for word, FYI, and you can paste it into the group. That's the safe way to go about doing that. It's a super pain in the butt, but that's them trying to stop people from artificially elevating the algorithm and kind of figuring out how it works. It's pretty shady actually, so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you guys need to know these things. Here's another tip for you guys, and it relates to another one of the changes they're going to be making. Whenever you post a link to a website or blog or a link to anything really, in your original post, it's gonna suppress the algorithm. And that's been in place for quite some time. That's not new. The new part is that Facebook is going to follow where that link goes. Okay, so maybe it's to a landing page or maybe it's to an Amazon page or whatever. They're gonna follow where that link goes and they're gonna check what's on that page. And that page also must comply with the Facebook terms, conditions, and policies. And if it doesn't, they'll shut down your personal account, they'll shut down your business account, they'll shut down everything. So not only do you have to follow the Facebook rules on Facebook, you have to follow the Facebook rules on any page that links from Facebook. So be very careful with links. I highly advise putting them in the comments of the post rather than the main post, but even still, they're gonna have bots that follow them no matter where you put them, to be honest. Now, this last one is really a doozy, and I think it's the worst of all, actually, and you guys really, really need to know. Facebook is now going to track any and all of your links and where they go and how much traffic is going there, not only from Facebook, but from other places on social media, on the web, on anywhere, right? And they're gonna compare. If you have traffic coming from one of your groups, and there's a lot of it, because it's a really highly engaged group, and in comparison, the traffic that's coming from YouTube, Google, Instagram, and LinkedIn, let's say, is much lower than what's coming from Facebook, they are going to flag your Facebook post as clickbait, as spam. It's going to trigger something called the click gap signal, and they essentially could not only move your post down in the algorithm, but they could shut you or your page down or your groups down if they think that you are a repeat offender when it comes to causing clickbait. So why is this such a huge deal? Well, let's say that you've been building your business exclusively on Facebook. You don't spend much time on Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter or anywhere else because it's just too much to manage, right? So Facebook is your jam. Well, if the stuff you're sharing on Facebook is getting more clicks than everywhere else, they can just shut you right down. They do not care. So what does this mean for you? It means if you want to run a business, you have to share content to more than one platform, more than one area. Try to spread it out evenly if you don't want to get kicked off of Facebook at least. And I know it's super unfair because who can be everywhere all the time, honestly? But this is going to become really, really important for anyone who wants to build a business using social media and particularly using Facebook. So one thing that you might want to look into is using an automated post scheduler that covers multiple social platforms, because then you can take the same content and push it out onto all those platforms all at once. And then you kind of have like this even coding, right? And hopefully an even number of people clicking on each platform so that Facebook doesn't freak out and kick you out. So hope all of these tips were helpful for you guys. I know it's kind of a lot to take in, but you know, just because the last tip I ended on talked about that social media scheduler that will cover multiple platforms, I do happen to have one that I love that I use every day actually, and for that very reason, because I want to be on all social platforms at the same time equally, and so it's perfect for that. So I'll add a link in the description to where you can use that platform if you want to. But just know that, you know, building a business, whether it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, online coaching or consulting, or even, you know, providing digital products and solutions to other business builders, it's going to get tougher, and it's specifically being driven by Facebook, and you need to be in the know. I'm Adrienne with Build a Life by Design, and I help people to build six-figure incomes from home so they can have true freedom in their lives by leveraging passive income. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe so that I can help you to do that. You can click the subscribe button by hitting my logo here, and you can click on the next video that's popping up right here. And so I'll make sure that the next one that's coming is the one about the social media scheduler. But until next time, guys, see you in the next video.